from the bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Hey, what's the goddamn deal? Best intro in the goddamn business. It is your boy, Mr. Marley Bets, and this is Brothas N Bets, the MLB show. And of course, I got the West Coast connection here, Mr. Moose Money. What's up, Moose?
What's going on, Marley? How you doing today?
Good, man. It's hot as shit. Tired, but it's Friday.
Friday.
So I fucking won't complain. Quick recap, really fast, before we jump into it. Yesterday wasn't a bad day for either one of us. We're only two that did the show. You hit your parlay, Blue Jays, Yankees, I believe.
Yep, Blue Jays, Yankees.
Parlay.
Yankees had to come back, but they got it done.
I know, man. They had me a little scared for a minute because they got on Cole's ass early. I think they put up 4 quick runs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was like 7-3 at one point, or 7-4 at one point. So we are on the nightcap that I gave out plus 3.5. I didn't get to the window on it myself, but it was like right at that moment that things started to turn for the Yankees.
Nice. Man, the late night show is normally good for like live betting because I think because there's so many of us on there that you get good cappers, and we normally pretty much give out. I bet if Nikki tracked our record, just all the live plays we've given out, I bet we're doing really damn good.
Yeah, I think somebody's supposed to, but we don't need to open up that can of worms.
Yeah. I think it was LJ, but I'm not sure, and I'm not going to say that. But I think it was. But yeah, can of worms that don't need to be open. So I went 3-1 yesterday. I hit the Yankees money line. I told your parlay. I hit the Yankees over. And I forgot what game I lost. I just updated everything. I got to start leaving the old plays on so I can remember the plays. But that was yesterday. This is overall. I'm getting there. It's only been 2 weeks of the season. I'm at 14-10. Caps 3-1. Moosher at 7-8. LJ's at 6-7. So we're starting to get there, getting our stride just a little bit. Finally got a nice card to cover because we're shooting a little early. Got the NBA show coming up immediately after the MLB show. We'll bust down game 6, I believe. No. Game 5. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I don't think it was game 6.
My wife asked me was it game 7 earlier, so I'm all thrown off. But yeah, game 5. We'll bust that down here shortly in about an hour. So we got more games than usual. I think less time than usual. So how about we kind of jump right into it? How does that sound to you, Mr.
Yeah, I can get in and get out. Not going to try to sound good at that, but I can do it when I need to.
I forgot you got shit going yourself today. Let's start with here. Let's start with those Arizona D-backs. They're going on the road to take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Run line for the D-backs plus 1.5 is at minus 165. The money line is at plus 129. Run line for the Phillies minus 1.5 is at plus 145. And the money line for the Phillies is at minus 139 with a total at 8.5. Couple actual factual. Well, on the mound, we got Zach Gallen for the D-backs, 4-1 with a 2.40 ERA. And for the Phillies, we got Kyle Gibson. He's 3-2 with the 4.4 ERA. Couple actual factuals for the D-backs. They're 2-4 in their last 6 games, 6-3 straight up in the last 9 against Philly, 5-10 straight up in the last 15 against an opponent from the NL. Their total has gone over in 8 of the last 10 games when playing on the road against Philly, but under in 4 of Arizona's last 5 games on the road and under in 5 of their last 6. Excuse me. The Phillies, they're 7-0 straight up in their last 7 games, 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games against an opponent in the NL, and their totals have gone over in 8 of the last 10 when playing at home against Arizona, over in 5 of the last 5 home games, and over in 7 of the last 8 games. Moose, D-backs, Phillies, who you got?
I'm taking the first 5 under. I got 4.5 last night at -135, and then I took the under 4 at -105. But for the show's purposes, if you can get a 4.5, if you need to pay a little bit of juice, go ahead. But the big thing is that I'm just playing that there's not going to be 5 runs scored in the first 5 innings. A lot of this is based off of Zach Gallen, who is one of the better pitchers in MLB right now, one of the better trade candidates that's out there for teams to pursue. And it's going against a Phillies offense that has just been absolutely on a tear. But it wasn't too long ago that we saw Jason Alexander shut them down. So it's not like it can't be done. When an offense is on a tear, you will see great pitchers do the things that they're expected to do. Is it as likely if the offense was a little bit worse? Not as much. But because it's a great pitcher that I'm backing, I'm not confident that the Diamondbacks can also score against Kyle Gibson, who induces a lot of soft contact, doesn't give up walks. Those are 2 things that the Diamondbacks really try to do to score runs is they try to get walks, and then they'll give a hard hit contact into the gap or over the wall. So I'm betting that stuff doesn't happen, and I took first 5 under 4.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I wanted to ride Gallen. He's been pitching his ass off this season. I wanted to take him first 5, but I didn't want to stay because it's plus money at the money line at 100. Yeah, but I didn't want to step in front of Phillies bats right now. As I said earlier, they're on a 7-game winning streak. It's not like they just been killing, but they've been hitting good enough.
Yeah, and if you look at it, a lot of it has happened later on in the games. I was kind of shocked to see that most of their damage has come from like the 5th inning on. And granted, that is still within the first 5 innings, but just the fact that the first couple of times around, the pitchers have had somewhat success. Not necessarily so much with Corbin Burns, who did give up some hits early on, but the rest of the games where you see those higher totals on the runs on the scoreboard for the Phillies, a lot of that had come earlier on, or later on in the games. Earlier on, it was a lower scoring game.
Would you talk me off of over? I was leaning over.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, you look at both these bullpens.
So what got me scared off of it was obviously Gallen's pitching, right? So I didn't know what I was going to get out of the first 5. But then Arizona's bats are they're only batting .216 right now.
Yeah, but their power numbers are good. Like if you look at their slugging and their OPS, if you see slugging as a team over 400, that's above average. If you see OPS over 700, that's above average. When you see slugging in the high 450s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 500, that's when a team is really hitting well.
Okay. I'll just stick with the under for now, first 5. But then what do you think about, so like I don't like doing stuff, well, I don't want to say what I don't like doing, but I kind of have a thing about taking like the first 5 under and then turn around and take a full game over.
100% doable right here.
My plays,
you're literally talking about 2 of the worst bullpens in baseball. So, I mean, you have a first 5 under, it cashes, and you immediately run to the window and place an over on whatever it is. Yeah, that's a good bet. Like that's something that you could probably do blindly. Only if the first 5 under cashes. If it doesn't cash, your strategy kind of goes out the window. But you are on a very good angle there.
Okay. I'll just give the first 5 for under. What time is that game? That's 6 o'clock. I got time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Window on the over. Yeah, I got time. I was thinking about it. I didn't get there yet. I'm with you on the first 5 under. I got it at 4.5. It's still currently listed at 4.5, but I wasn't sure about the full game.
Yeah, I took 4.5 and the 4. I took the 4.5 last night. I may have grabbed it a little early, but I did think there was going to be under money coming in because what's weird is that Philadelphia has played to the under. The ballpark has played to the under, severe to the under, which is surprising. That's a ballpark that is very hitter friendly. At least it has been in the past, but this year, not so much, which is completely ironic. That is not how I that's not how I place my futures bets on the Phillies, expecting it to be an under ballpark.
Right. Well, futures bet not looking bad right now. They're streaking.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely need it. I didn't think the New Yorks were going to do nearly as well as they are right now. I bet both Mets and Yankees that they would not have good seasons, or at least they wouldn't make their win totals. And I didn't think they would really make the playoffs. I thought there were enough good teams that have caught up to them that would be able to pass them up and possibly even keep them out of the expanded playoff situation. But that doesn't look good so far. Doesn't look good.
Still got a long way to go. Long way to go. Man, while y'all in here, please hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. This is Brothas N Bets. I am Marley Bets, and that is the Moose, man. Moose Money. All right, Moose. Let's keep it going. Let's go here. I don't know if you have a play on this game. I do. Obviously, the Cubs and the Yankees. Cubbies are going on the road to take on New York. We just finished talking about how hot they've been here as of late. The run line for the Cubbies are plus 1.5 is at plus 100. The money line is at plus 200. Run line for the Yankees minus 1.5 is at minus 120, and the money line is at 240 with a total of 9. A couple actual. On the mound, we got Wade Miley. He's 1-0 with a 3.38 ERA, and Severino is 4-1 with the 2.95 ERA. A couple actual factors for the Cubbies. They're 1-4 straight up in the last 5. 1-8 straight up in the last 9 against the Yankees. 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games when playing on the road against the Yankees. 1-6 straight up in the last 7 games against an opponent from the AL. And their totals have gone over in 4 of the last 5 against an opponent from the AL East. Over in 5 of the last 7 on the road. And over in 13 of the last 19. The Yankees, they're 8-1 straight up in their last 9, 8-0 straight up in the last 8 at home, and their totals have gone under in 4 of the last 6 games played against an opponent from the NL Central, under in 9 of the last 12 played against the Cubbies, but over in 4 of their last 6. Moose, do you have a play on this one?
I don't, and there's one big reason why, and that's if you look at the offenses for the Yankees and the Cubs, the last 15 days, New York ranks 3rd, the Chicago Cubs rank 4th. In the last 7 days, Marley, I got a question for you. What offense do you think ranked higher in the last 7 days, the Yankees or the Cubs? And you've seen how well the Yankees have hit.
I know. For some strange reason, because you're asking me, I feel like I know it's the Cubs. But if I didn't have that inkling, of course, I would tell you the Yankees.
Yeah, it is the Cubs. The Cubs are hitting 287 in the last 7 days with an 813 OPS. The Yankees 260 with an 819 OPS. So both of these clubs are hitting. You definitely have the advantage with Severino on the Yankee side. But when a team is hitting like the Cubs, I mentioned it before how I played it to the under. I wouldn't play the under in this situation because of the fact that you do not know necessarily what you're getting from Miley on the other side of it, whereas with Kyle Gibson and Zach Gallen, you do know what you're getting. Here, you possibly could get a good performance with Severino, but you don't know what you might get from Miley. It's a situation where I could see myself go to the Yankees. Everything is way too juiced, but because of the uncertainty with Miley and how well that Cubs offense is, the parlay part of it just gets taken out. I don't like putting a parlay in there that I don't really feel comfortable. If I would have a money line of like 170 that I would have bet, and I don't know if I would have put a money line 180, 170 on the Yankees here because of how well the Cubs have been hitting.
All right. Cab, what's going on, man?
Yo.
How you doing?
Good, man. I'm tired. I'm frustrated because
I know you're tired. Fuck,
yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm fucking beat. I don't know what it has been these past 2 days. I'm just exhausted, bro.
Look at the heat. It's fucking hot as shit.
Yeah, I give these lessons, bro, and it's like, man, there's a time in like each day when because it's gonna be over 100 every day this weekend.
I know.
And
I mean, I'm in Texas, but
bro, and it's humid too. Like, you understand how fucking hot it is? Like,
yeah, bro, I'm closer to the water than you are. Hell yeah, our humidity percentage is higher in Houston than Dallas,
dude.
Yeah, I know.
Well, and I'm a little outside of Dallas now too, and it's more humid where I'm at. Like, dude, damn. Anyways, don't want to sit here and complain. I'm just tired, but I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy. Went 2-1 yesterday, which is cool, man. I'll always take a positive day. But frustrated with today's card, bro. I capped the shit out of it because I'm going on Jose's show after this. And, we fucking cap every game on his show. And, like,
Right.
I don't like the card, man. I've got 3 plays, and I don't want to say I forced them because I actually bet them and I like them. But it took me a lot to get to these 3 plays.
Yeah, well, I got a couple, but you know me, man. I'm a volume better. I don't even know how I have a couple, and I'm not even a baseball guy like that. But
this card sucks today, bro.
It's been working out for me so far, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm kind of finding that I like doing baseball totals for some strange reason.
You're taking out a variable. You're taking out a variable.
Yeah,
I like totals. I like totals in baseball for some strange reason. I'm definitely getting into first 5 unders and over and unders.
You should focus on team totals instead, man.
Yeah,
it's the simplest thing, man, with team totals because you're taking out a variable. Like you need one thing, right? And anybody who's done a parlay, like your thing one too many, right? Anybody who's done a parlay or done anything like that knows, like, the less variables in gambling you can have, the better. And with a team total, you're going at one thing. That's it. You're going at a team not hitting somebody or a team hitting somebody. And that's it. One or the other.
I'm with it. All right. So back to the Cubbies and the Yankees.
I got nothing on this one, man. That's kind of what my complaint was. I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to backwood the shit out of some of these games today, like on here and Jose's. I agree with what Moose said. This is a little too juiced. I like the Cubs as a team that gets a 3.5 a lot for team total, and they hit it. I like to go over with the Cubs sometimes. I'm not going to do it here.
Is that because Severino?
Yeah. You don't know what you're getting. Like, he could be lights out, but we've also seen Severino in the past.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I had a free play, and I know that most people's free play would just go straight to the Yankees run line, and that's the thing. Like, I know that's like the easiest thing to look at. But if I had a free play, I'd take the Cubs team total over 3.5. But I'm not putting my money on that.
Right. So I put my money. So I did 2 things on this game. One's going to be a parlay with another game we're going to talk about earlier. Obviously, the Yankees money line is the parlay that I'm thinking of. But just solely as a side play, based off, I'm glad too. I already took this play, and it sounds like Moose, I think, would agree with me based off his numbers. His numbers seem like they agree with me. My numbers agree with me. Obviously, that made the play. I took the over on this game. I've kind of been riding Yankees overs the last, I think this week maybe, and they've been very profitable for me. A lot of their games here of late, even last night, I was on the over with Cole on the mound. I mean, their last 4 games have all hit 9.
Yeah,
Minnesota. Not a bad pitching series. I mean, they don't have the best pitchers, but they're not awful. Detroit has the best bullpen in baseball, as I remember Moose telling me about a week or 2 ago. Or one of the better base.
Yeah. The Astros are number 1.
The Astros
are 1. Detroit's 2.
Right. So, I'm kind of just riding what's been making me money right now. As far as that, I don't have a bunch of
that's what you should do
numbers to go in line with it, but I've been killing Yankees overs. All the numbers suggest, especially the trends that I read off earlier, is an overplay. I mean, 4 of their last 6 have went over, and the Cubs, 13 of their last 19 have went over. 5 of their last 7 road games have went over. So, I just kind of going with the trend of the over. I don't know, Moose, would you talk me off of that?
No, I wouldn't, because it is dependent on if it's going to be a somewhat decent Severino, and you really don't know what you're getting from Miley. The splits between the Yankees on lefty righty is pretty even, if I remember correctly. I don't have that in front of me, but I'm pretty sure they were pretty even. It's at Yankee Stadium, so the short porch is going to help you. So I would not talk you off of the over. If I was going to lean anywhere, it would be to the full game over. But the Yankees do have a pretty good bullpen. It was used a lot yesterday, but we'll see how it responds today. But I would definitely not talk you off that.
LJ, today you do. Today.
Yeah, they're changing times on it.
I got you, dog. It's just today we got an NBA show in an hour. Moose has a prior engagement that he has to get to. So it's like this is what we get. This is what we had, big dog. My bad, big dog. I know, but that invite is always extended to you, my brother. The scheduling conflicts with today's action. All right, and I knew you had to work, so it wasn't even no point in me hitting you. You know what I'm saying? I already knew you was at work. So, with that being said, but I do apologies, my brother. That being said, though, let's keep it moving. Got 30 minutes before I got to do the NBA show. And the next game we're going to bust down is bam, right here. Going with the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're going on the road, or they're staying on the road series. And Atlanta, the Braves. The Pirates run line plus 1.5 is at minus 115. Money line is at plus 187. Braves run line minus 1.5 is at minus 105. I hate run lines. That's minus money. It just, I feel like it's something I can never bet. Anyway, money line minus 205, and the totals is at 8. On the mound, we got Contreras 0-0. It's his first start. 1.93 ERA so far, and we got Spencer Strider 1-1 with a 3.31 ERA. No extra factors for the Pirates. The 2-4 straight up in their last 6, 3-9 straight up in the last 12 against Atlanta. 1-10 straight up in the last 11 games when playing on the road against Atlanta. And their totals have went under in 6 of their last 9 games on the road, and 4 out of the last 5 games. That's an underplay, by the way. 4 of the last 5 under. Atlanta, they're 8-0 straight up in their last 8, 5-1 straight up in the last 6 at home, 10-1 straight up in the last 11 games when playing at home against Pittsburgh. Their totals have been over in 10 of their last 15 games against Pirates, but recently 4 of the last 6 have went under. Cab, no play. No,
man, I don't know how you chose these games, but yeah, you know how many notes I took when I I have my like initial notes, but you know how many like in-depth notes on this game I took, even for Jose's show?
0.
None, not a damn thing. Fuck this game, bro. I don't got nothing to do with this shit, man.
I have a play on this game. Moose.
What?
Yeah, I did find something here. It's something I've done before, once successfully, once unsuccessfully. One was trying to take a run line in the first 5 against the Braves, a positive run line that was more than the half run. And it didn't work out with using the Rockies. They absolutely demolished it. But the other side was when I did it against Strider with the Diamondbacks, and that was successful. Now, Strider is getting converted from the bullpen. He hasn't really gone all that deep. The most he went was 5 2/3 the last time out. He's given up runs in most of his starts, so that means he's given up runs in those first 5 innings. If you're going to give up runs against the Pirates and you got Roansy Contreras on the mound, who's had a really good start to his rookie year, and I also have a player prop on this game. I'll give that out a little bit later, but I will back Roansy Contreras here. I really think he's a good young pitcher, and the Braves are kind of prone to striking out, and that's something Contreras can do. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So I will back the Pirates first 5 plus a half and plus 1 run. The plus 1 was only, if I could see it, was only minus 130. So not even that terrible juice to have to beat a team by 2 runs in the first 5 innings.
So that was Pirates first 5.
I don't ever look. I don't give a shit who's taking what, man. If somebody is ever on the plus half a run, or plus a run in the first 5, I don't give a damn who it is and what it is. That run is so valuable, man. Yeah. That's I don't know if people understand how valuable that half a run is.
I got plus half a run for plus 110.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The plus 1 was only minus 130. So you're going to, and that's 100% to Cab's point. 1 run in the first 5 is valuable. A second run is even more valuable because you just don't have, especially if you're thinking a team is not going to score that much, which is what I'm betting the Braves aren't going to do against Contreras, which can completely backfire. Obviously, it's baseball.
And the Braves they've been hitting better lately.
They have been, and they've been hitting really well recently, but the Pirates on the road, they just got tested in Los Angeles. I like them to come in here into Atlanta and do well. They're only 3 games under 500 on the road. I've looked at their first 5s. They're very competitive in the first 5 innings. It's the bullpen that just blows these things away for the Pirates. So it's very much to what Cav is saying. You're going to give me that 1 run, that 2 runs with a pitcher that I think is better than the other side. I'm taking it.
Well, that's why. So I don't know if you guys are even going over it, but one of my plays is I took a plus half a run in the Diamondbacks game on the first 5. I mean, I just think Gallen's a better pitcher, man. Gibson, I don't like Gibson that much. He's all right. I said that once before on like, shit, it might have been Jimmy's show, and I think he like pitched like a no-hitter. But I don't care. I still don't like Gibson. I'm just not a fan of Gibson.
I'm a fan of Gibson. I don't think he's all that great, but I'm a fan. I don't know, because
I
made a lot of money with him in Texas. When he was in
I think Gallen's a better pitcher, and I'm getting a half a run. It's that simple. Like kind of.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I could see a 2-1 type game in that where both I cash my under in that and Cab takes his win home because the Gallen is definitely the better pitcher in that matchup, 100%. Yeah, no question.
Or a 1-1 or something.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I got you at first. Padres first 5 plus 1.
Pirates. Yeah.
Pirates.
I said Pirates. First 5 plus 1.
That's what I meant, though.
Well, you probably saw LJ's comment about the line, and the last comment is Padres. So the eyes and the brain do work together occasionally.
Okay, so look, I'm going to ask you this about my play. I took the first 5 under in this game.
I do not like it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, same ditto.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I got
I want you to be honest with me. Go ahead, be honest with me.
I don't hate it, but I also don't like it.
Yeah, because it's Strider, who's I just said he's given up runs in almost every one of his starts, and if he's only going 5 innings, that means you're guaranteed he's going to give up something, and you're relying on Contreras then to shut down the Braves completely. And although I do think it's possible, the likelihood of it, I don't know. I could easily see like a 3-2 type game here, or a 2-2 type game. So I'm not sure.
In the first 5 or like the full game?
First five. Yeah, full game, I'd say it's closer to the over, but that's only because I think the Braves could very easily blow it open with that Pirates bullpen.
Strider's last game, he went 4, only gave up 1.
That's still a run in the first 5, so and you didn't go 5, so now you're asking the back end of the Braves bullpen to not give up the run, and that's something that I wouldn't really. That's not conducive to unders if you're using the back end of the bullpen in the first 5 innings.
Gotcha. LJ, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna put all that in the.
What do you mean all that? You and Moose had 3 times that amount of plays the other night.
It was different. I was doing it. Today. I was doing it like one at a time as we're talking about the games, and not like trying to put all this shit in at one.
You're just gonna need a whiteboard, dude. With how many plays and how much, like I don't know if you understand the volume that sometimes I throw out there.
Text me that shit. Just send me that in the text message, and I can have it in my phone.
Today's a volume day.
Not for me. I got 3 plays, and I only liked 1.
Whoa, Mr. Volume only has how many plays?
3. I know I have a lot, bro. 3. I got a lot this time. What, I've been on here like 2 or 3 times, and I've already given out like 4.
Hey, look, you're good, bro. Look, that's your overall record right there, big dog.
Where?
Right there.
4 plays.
Mr.
How many times have I been on the show?
Like twice.
Oh, I said fucking 4 plays.
Mr. Volume, yours, Mr. Volume himself.
I know last time I came on, I gave out 1.
You gave out 1 play, but you hit. Hey, you hit.
There you go.
Can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it. All right, so they told me I took a bad play, people, but I'm on it. So
nobody said you took a bad play. I just didn't say you took one that I would take or that
they don't like it. But they don't not like it.
There you go.
I was told. So
there you go.
Pirates, Braves first. Hopefully Contreras can deal today. Hopefully Strider deals, at least gives me 4 or 5 good innings. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I mean, I also money lined the Braves with the Yankees. That was my 2-team parlay. Took 2 of the hottest teams in baseball right now. They're both on win streaks, and I'm a kind of guy when it comes to baseball. Like I say, I just kind of ride the streaks that I find, because I'm not super in depth. Sometimes I don't even know what to look for outside of pitching. And
speaking of
averages and
hot teams, I took the Angels team total over. They won a game yesterday.
Yeah, I've been fading the Angels. Yeah, I lost that yesterday. But like I said, I've been fading them for about 5 games. So
I really hope Moose didn't lie to me. He said I promised 100% that Trout's in the lineup tonight.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said I promised
So-
100%.
So if he's not, Moose owes me my money on that bet, I think.
I'm pretty sure the word that we're looking for was expected to.
he used the 100 in red emoji.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yanks, Braves, money line, parlay.
So what have we gone through them all?
No. Hold on.
That was the
Go back.
third one.
That was third. So we got 3 more that I gotta get through it.
Yeah, because I got to, at about 4:10 or so, I'm going to have to hop off to go hop in.
Man, this show has to be over at 4. The basketball show starts at 4:05.
There you go.
All right, there you go. Let's do it.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Wonder if you have any games that I'm going to make a play on. Nope.
Reds and Cards. Jesus. Nope. Well, I don't know where you were at in the chat, buddy, when we were discussing what games to go over and what games.
Oh, I'm busy, man. I try and respond. Let me put it in. I'll put it in the chat for anybody that's in there too, so they can at least see my plays in case we don't go over them.
Gotcha. All right, so on the mound today, right now, we got the Cincinnati Reds. They're going on a road to take on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Reds run line plus 1.5 is at minus 170. Money line is at plus 131. Cardinals run line minus 1.5 is at plus 150. Money line is at 141, and the total is at 8. On the mound today for the Reds, we got Castillo. He's 2-3 with a 3.55 ERA. And am I saying this right? Andre Palante?
Yeah.
Palante 1-0 with a 1.23 ERA. A couple actual factors really, really fast. Reds 2-5 straight up in the last 7. 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games against St. Louis. But 5-2 in their last 7 games when playing on the road in St. Louis. Their totals have gone over in 13 of the last 17 games when playing against an opponent from the NL Central Division, but under in 5 of the last 5 games on the road and under in 4 of their last 5 games. The Cardinals, they're 2-4 straight up in their last 6 games, but 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games at home. Their totals have gone over in 5 of the last 7 games when playing against an opponent from the NL Central, but under in 4 of their last 6 games. Cab already told me he does not have a play on this. Moose, do you have a play on this one?
No, I do not. It's because it's 2 possibly good pitchers, 2 possibly bad pitchers. Who knows?
2 bad pitchers. Okay.
Or good pitchers. You don't know. I mean, Castillo has had that kind of career.
Let me see if I even took any notes on this game. Hold on.
2 bad pitchers.
I'm going to go on the under a half on Cab's note here.
That
Under what?
I'm going to go under a half for how many notes you took on this game.
Yeah. No.
Cash it.
Yeah, no. I
There
don't.
you go.
Well, we got the bullpen for the Cardinals, man. Right, basically going here. What do you want me to say about this game? Right, like, shit. I don't even know what you want me to say about this game.
I don't know what I want you to say about the game.
It's trash.
Yeah, I don't like the game. It could go any which way. You can make an easy case for the over. You can make an easy case for the under.
Okay, so
look, for the Reds, you can make a case for the Cardinals. Those are not games I like to bet.
Cardinals team total is 3.5, right? That's the case. That would probably be the only thing I'd bet.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't make a play on this game, so I don't know how I didn't catch that when we were
next game
talking about next game. LJ, no Musgrove today.
Man, I want to back him. LJ, they got him priced higher than they fucking priced Verlander for games. Man, I got Verlander at minus half a run for minus 125 against Seattle the other day, or whoever the hell. Yeah, it was Seattle. Musgrove's like, you have to get him at -1, and it's awful juice. The minus half a run is like minus 185.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Like, do I think Musgrove does good? Of course, yeah. But for minus 185 and having to lay half a run, I don't know. I just can't.
Shit.
Sorry.
Trying to put your plays in here.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. like I said, I backed Gallen in the first 5. I could see the Diamondbacks scoring. I'd love it if they score 1 or 2 runs. I can't guarantee that they would, but if they could score 1 or 2 runs, which I think that they can, I think that half a run is going to be the valuable difference.
Yeah, and I think you're spot on with that too. Like that 1 or 2, because if it's 1 or 2 and that half run is vital, you're not getting the 2 or 3 from the other team, or a 3 or 4 from the other side.
Right.
So
I could see the Phillies scoring 1 or 2, and I think I could see the Diamondbacks scoring 1 or 2, and I'm just hoping that is the Diamondbacks. I know you don't want to have to hope, but you can't guarantee anything. But with Gallen, I think he's just a better pitcher. Philly's been destroying the baseball lately. Sure, I don't like that, but I still think Gallen's good enough to work around that.
Yeah, and actually a point I made earlier, Cab, if you wanted to kind of hear it, was the Phillies have done their damage more later in games, and they have a recent performance against Jason Alexander where they only scored, I think, 2 runs, or 3 runs maybe. So it's not like there hasn't been like a couple of games where they've struggled, but they really have gotten their runs like towards the 5th inning and later.
Mm-hmm. And I really do think Gallen is that good. He's one of the people I really enjoy watching pitch.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's one of the best. Great trade chip.
Did that.
Needs to not walk people. He does have a little problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Moose has a play on this game for sure.
Yeah, I got one.
I have one that I like. I leaned on it a lot. I'm not adding. I've got 3 plays, and that's a bunch. We talked about volume. I've already got a lot of volume. Volume guy.
Man, big time volume guy.
Big volume. I got 3 whole plays today. Ooh. That's a lot. That's how many I had yesterday. A whole bunch. Big volume. 6 in 2 days. Damn.
Jesus, you're killing it on the volume side. I mean, Rangers, they're going on the road to take on the White Sox. The Rangers run line plus 1.5 is at minus 170. The money line for the Rangers is at plus 110. White Sox run line minus 1.5 is at plus 150. And the money line for the White Sox is at minus 120 with a total of 9. On the mound today, we got Glenn Otto, 4-2 with an ERA of 4.24, and Davis Martin, 0-2 with the 4.35 ERA. Couple actual factuals really quick for the Rangers. They're 2-6 straight up in their last 8 games. 1-6 straight up in the last 7 games against the White Sox, and 1-8 straight up in the last 9 games when playing on the road against the White Sox. Their totals have gone over in 4 of their last 6 games on the road, but under in 6 of their last 9 games. The White Sox, they're 4-8 straight up in the last 12 games. 3-6 straight up in the last 9 games at home, but 8-1 straight up in the last 9 games when playing at home against the Rangers. Their totals have gone over in 6 of their last 7 games against an opponent from the AL, and over in 7 of the last 10 games. Moose, we'll start with you. I know you have a play on this one. What you got?
Yeah, I didn't really want to play the over 9s, but I do like the 9. So I went down. I played the over 8.5. I like what the Rangers have been able to do offensively the last couple of weeks. And I really have said this before. I'm still fading Otto. I know that he's shoved it in my face a few times. I've actually worked it out a couple of times, but I still don't see what it is that's performing on the field. I just don't see what it is that everybody else is kind of going, hey, I want to back Otto here. I mean, I know I've seen a couple of other cappers that they do want to back Otto, and I'm not one of those guys. I just do not like what I see from him. He still has an X slug that is extremely high. He still has metrics that let you believe he's going to give up more and more runs here as the summer months wear on. So I took the over 8.5. I did pay the juice to get it just because I do think it could end up as like a 5-4 game, and I really wanted that 9. So at least I wanted that 9 to be able to cash it. So I took the over 8.5.
All right, over 8.5. Cabby, I know you said you had a lean.
I like the first 5 over in this one. I agree with what he said. I don't like Otto, man. He's not good. And I just think both of these teams could easily put up a crooked number in the first 5 innings. And if you get 2 crooked numbers, you're probably going to get 5 runs. I kept that one simple there, man. I think the first 5 over is a good play here. Otto, he's walking way too many people. Let me look at what I got here. I know I got some notes on this one. I don't even need to pull them up. I can just tell you, he's a fade. What'd you say last time, Moose? Otto is an auto fade.
Otto is an auto fade until proven otherwise, but he keeps on trying to prove otherwise. But I'm still sticking to my guns. I think
he hasn't proved it otherwise yet, man. The teams that he's done decent against can't hit anyways.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing on this, but I like the first 5 over on this. If I was going to make a play, that's what it would be. I like the 4.5. If I could get a 4, man, I think I'd be on it. I really think there's going to be 4 or 5 runs scored in the first 5 innings. I told you I think there's going to be 2 crooked numbers, whether it's 2 2s or a 2 and a 3. I can't tell you, but there's going to be 2 crooked numbers. You see what I'm saying? Neither of these pitchers is going through 5 without having something happen.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. If you can get the 4.5 at a good value, the only problem with what I was looking at was the 4.5 was like minus 145. I couldn't pay that because I think the
4.5 was what?
Like minus 145.
I don't even have it on my.
The ones I had it was not good looking good. It was on
what? How much has this number gone up? I had a good number on that earlier.
The first 5 was juiced up, and the full game was still sitting at 9. And
I can get a first 5 over. The best odds I can get that I can see on it here are minus 120.
I had it 45 on, and I'm not sure if it's gone down recently, but when I checked it a couple hours ago, it was minus 145. Best line available to me.
This makes me kind of want to take it, man. There's a minus 125 out here, minus 130 out here, but then there's also over 5. There's 5s out here.
That's what I'm saying. The only option I really had was to take the 5, and if you take a 5, that means you need a 6 to cash. And if the full game is 8.5 that I can put a little bit of juice on, I'll take the 8.5. That seems like the better number to me. That
doesn't make sense to take a 5 if you can get an 8.5 full game. I agree with that. I like the first 5 over 4.5 if you can get it at the minus 120 or better, or the minus 125 or better. But other than that, I don't like it.
I agree.
All right. I don't even have that as game as an option right now. So something's going on with the lines.
That's what I'm saying. Something happened, man, because it was lower earlier.
Yeah,
everybody realized it, and I'm be pissed if that shit flies over that, man. Because that was the first. I didn't like the card a lot today. That was the first one I was like, oh, I think this first 5 over looks good. That was the first one I thought, but I didn't love it.
Yeah, I got nothing on that game. I'm not even. It's not even up full game or first 5. They don't have anything up right now.
Oh, somebody gets scratched. I might void bets.
Next,
yeah. Agree.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Don't know. All right, so let's keep moving. Y'all boys hit that like and subscribe. I would sure appreciate that here at the channel on Brothas N Bets. Hey, that's 2 times I remember in one show. Look at me.
And then that story. I've never said it. I don't think,
bro. I can never. Moose says it more times than I can on my own goddamn channel.
It doesn't sound bad. I don't know why. I just don't say it. I don't know.
I think I only got one game. We did D-backs, we did Pirates, we did Reds and Cards, we did Rangers, we did Cubs. Cool, because I got like 5 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Boo, bro.
Boo. This is don't boo the Astros, bro.
Boo.
Don't boo the Astros.
Boo.
That's blasphemy.
Boo.
Over here. That's blasphemy over here. These are the world champions. The world champions. The Marlins are going on the road taking on the world champions, Houston Astros.
Even LJ agrees with me.
Taking on the world champion Houston Astros. Marlins run line plus 1.5. I don't care what LJ says. Is at minus 160. The money line for the Marlins is at plus 139. The world champions run line minus 1.5 is at plus 140. The world champions money line is at minus 149.
So why don't we just get to the point and you'll take the world champions run line at plus 140?
Well, the world champion is at minus 7.5. That's really, really low. LJ, LJ, zip it good, LJ, zip it. All right, excuse me. A couple actual facts. I mean, on the mound, Pablo Lopez. He's a good pitcher. 4.2 with a 2.3 ERA, and Luis Garcia 3-4 with a 3.07 ERA. and a couple actual factual. We won't do the Marlins. We'll just do the world champions. They're 7-3 in the last 10 games. 10 games. Anybody got to play on this game before I go over and read all this stuff?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, go ahead, Moose. Yeah, Cap.
I already got 3. I got a lot, bro. I put them in there.
I told you, it's a volume data for me. So this is purely based off of 2 good pitchers. They haven't seen their opponents yet. And somehow Houston is staying to the under at the ballpark. I mean, I think it's ranked almost dead last or one of the worst in MLB right now, which is shocking, just like Philadelphia. So I played first 5 under 4, which I felt was a better number, even though you get that bottom half, just like Cab points out all the time. In the first 5 totals, you are guaranteed the bottom half of that inning. You are not guaranteed the bottom half of the 9th inning. So if anybody wanted to play the full game under 7.5, wouldn't talk you off of it. But I just don't see 5 runs getting scored in the first 5 innings with these 2 pitchers against 2 teams that haven't seen them. Marlins on the road, not nearly as good. I get the Astros have been playing well, but you can look no further than Marley, and he can talk you all about how this Astros offense will just go into hibernation at the turn of an inning. So first 5 under 4.
I think that's probably the only play I'd make on this. Today's card, man, everything feels like, even though I have 2 team total overs, I like the 2 that I took, but everything, it feels like it caps to the under, and I don't like playing into what feels like the obvious play for the books. I don't know. I know that's stupid, but I feel like everything's capping to the under here, and I feel like these numbers are like the books are just fucking waiting on tonight, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I got a weird feeling about that shit.
And I had that feeling on Tuesday, I think it was, and I stayed off the card completely. And it was, and everybody got fucked on that day. Like everybody got bent over and just rammed. And
today, this card caps one way, and like I don't care like how not all of it, right? But like a lot of it caps one way, and I don't care who caps it. Like they're probably going to come to the same conclusion. And anytime a card does that across the board, I'm like, I don't like this shit.
It's just like if you're on the subway and some really sus person gets on, and you just go, I do not have a good feeling about this. I mean, the safest thing is just to get off. And
what the fuck, Moose?
What
the fuck? You get scared on the subway? People punk you off the damn train like that? They just get on and he says, nope, I gotta go now.
There's another train coming in a minute. Like, I'm cool. If and I'm talking about a person like a backpack or something that gets on. I'm like, yo,
like
I do not like that.
With shotguns on his side. I got you, bro.
But
you're hopping off.
Yep, I'm off. Like, I don't know what type of temperament this person has. I don't know if they just broke up with their girlfriend and are having a really frustrating type of day that they just need to unleash some lead on people. So
the books capped everything to an under and gave 7.5 and 8s out across the board, and everybody got fucked.
I mean, this game
so he became angry. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, and this game could easily go over as baseball, but it's just one of those things where I've done this repeatedly. If everything's leading me towards that way, I just kind of go, all right, I'll go this way. And I've actually been more successful on that than I've not. But
makes sense.
I think that's kind of how Vegas is. Like they will lure you in, and then all of a sudden, like here come the losses, and you don't really understand why. And this could easily be one of those games, but I'll play it until I start losing them consistently.
I mean the whole card more than this game. This game, this game should go. I like the first 5 under. I don't know if the full game goes under on this though.
Yeah.
Well, that just leaves me. And
Astros run line.
No, I'm not on the run line.
Plus 140, all that champion talk, and you're not going to take a plus 140?
I mean, I didn't take that.
Boo! More boo for the Astro. Boo!
Where's the snowflake?
You just call me a snowflake. No, I'm on the under for the full game. I'm also that's what I was looking at. I just took the first 5 under as well. I caught it at 4. Wish it was 4.5. But
I hope you cash your ticket, but I also hope the Astros win by 2 runs so that you realize that you didn't take that plus 140, and I called you a chicken for it.
That's fine, because the Astros bats can get sketchy at times.
Sure they can.
I can easily see them winning a 3-2, 2-1, type game. As long as Garcia can get us to the bullpen, I'm good. that's personally how I feel. We got the number one bullpen in the majors, and Marlins, like you guys have said, Marlins haven't seen us yet. So I think when you haven't seen team, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the biggest baseball guy. I know it's advantage to a pitcher the first time, right? He comes up, right?
Yeah, it helps.
Advantage to batter, or it helps, right? It helps because they haven't seen this stuff before. So the more times you see a guy's stuff, the more comfortable you get with it, obviously. So I definitely lean under here. First five, I jumped on it. Just heard Moose gave it out, so I'll give Moose credit for that one. But I took the full game under 7.5, even though it's really low. Mainly because we got the best bullpen in the league. If Garcia can get us there, so I feel like we hit the first five and we get to that bullpen, the bullpen will do its job as they always do and keep the game where it is. It's really just a matter of the Astros bats, who's coming to hit tonight. And you never know with us. Sometimes we'll show up, and sometimes we'll bat like the A's. So it's I don't know. So I just always play under. They've been good to me, and so that's where I'm at with it. I don't think we have any more games on the card today. Nope. Anybody want to give out any plays that I didn't go over that they have? I know.
We don't got a bunch of time, but I took the Dodgers team total over 4.5 and the Angels team total over 3.5.
I got that. I got your plays that you posted. I'm going to go over those. Well, I'm going to announce them.
Yeah, only ones I got that we haven't gone over. Brewers, I took them money line, run line against the Nationals. I also took the Mets Angels over 8.5. I took the Red Sox team total over 4 and over 4.5, and I took the Dodgers team total over 4.5. And then I have I'll go over the prop bets when we go through the prop segment.
All righty, prop bets. Anybody? Anybody got any props?
No.
So I got Contreras. No. I got Contreras strikeouts over 4.5 and over 5.5. And then I also got Luis Garcia over 5.5 as well at plus money. So that's it.
All right.
Look, I like props. No, I was just gonna say, look, I like props, bro, and I like that. For like Moose, I've watched him handle volume perfectly, but everybody's different, and I say this all the time. I put my fucking money on this. This isn't a game for me to get on camera for people. Like I'm betting like my money on it. So I'm not going to have like 5 fucking props to give to everyone. I can tell people what I like. If anybody ever wants to know what I think is good, I think Moose just gave out some good props, but I'm not putting my money on like 15 different things. You know what I mean? It's just not me. It's just not for me. That's all it is. Everyone's different, but for me, that's not what works.
I will put my money on 20 different things.
I'm good with like 3 to 5, and 5's a lot for me. I mean, 5's a whole lot. It just feels like it.
Ragu said this last night. It's all about bankroll management. I mean, I'm not putting the same bet, like the same unit size that Cab puts on all his $100 bets. Like that's not all my bets.
Right, I'm not putting 100. Right. All my bets.
Like they're like half units, corner units. Like
bro, and this bullshit juice.
5%.
I bet to win 100 too. So with this bullshit juice that I have to take, sometimes they're $125 bets. So I'm not. And I know I can lower my unit and raise my plays if I want, but I don't want to.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And like you do it your way.
Everybody caps different.
Successful. We all find our own style. Like that's like some guys have wide stance, some guys have narrow stance. I mean, everybody's going to have their own approach. And as long as you're finding an ability to be successful, or at least an ability to have confidence in your expected outcomes, you're all good.
I completely 100% agree. It's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. And my philosophy is do what's comfortable for you. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of different things. It depends. Some bets I attack. Some bets
football, I go crazy.
Yeah, some bets I lay low. Sometimes I spread my unit size out. Sometimes I'm heavy on one side and others I'm not. I do parlays. I do a lot of different shit that I have going on.
Yeah,
when it comes to gambling. So like I said, it's one way to skin the cat. I think you should do what's comfortable for you. Those that's left over, man, we're about to do the NBA show here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta get rolling.
And then Cab, let people know where they can find you.
Dabby Cab on Twitter, man. Pub Sports Radio with you guys here on Brothas N Bets, and that's about it. It's that simple, man. Thank you guys for everyone that comes out and hangs out with us.
Appreciate it. Moose Money.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Moose Money Bets. On here on Brothas N Bets, you can find me every once in a while. You'll see some moose sightings on some different platforms, including the Nightcap Tuesdays and Thursdays with yours truly down below me, Mr. Dabby Cab. So again, thanks for having me on, Marley. Always great to cap the MLB card with you.
For sure, man. Y'all come right back with us on the NBA show. I am Mr. Marley Bets. That's Dabby Cab. Oh, I always get Moose right.
You got it right.
And this is, I know, right? Brothas N Bets. And like yesterday, like today, and like tomorrow, y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom. Ain't no problems. We gon' make a way. Got no